What's going on, everybody? For USA Muay Thai, my name's Nate Freeman. I'm joined today by Kameron Spencer, who's going to be representing us in the 91 kilo division at the IFMA Senior World Championships. Cam, how you doing today?
Doing good. How you doing yourself?
Fantastic. Cannot complain. So I'd love to hear, just to start off, maybe your journey into how you found the sport of Muay Thai, and how you have evolved through the sport and gotten to where you are today.
If I had to say, long story short, started from football. Those are like a little bit like around like COVID time. Pretty fast start. My coach just asked if I would get into it. He saw me working out, doing like some explosive lifts, trying to get ready for football season. He said, "Would I try it out?" And I'm pretty open minded, so yeah, let me here today. And ever since then, just fell in love with the sport. I do this every day. You know, I watch it. If I'm not doing it, I'm studying every day.
So you said that was around COVID time where you first got introduced to Muay Thai. How long was it between when you first started training and when you had your first competition?
I'll say like, 'cause like PKBs. I probably have maybe like a year
Okay.
and a half of the training.
Yeah, and then so that would have been about 2021, towards the end of
So
2021 or so. So
yes,
you've been going for about 3 years now.
yeah, we
Where do
started.
you think you've seen yourself grow the most, whether that's in the ring or out of the ring? Where have you seen
I
the most
can
growth in yourself?
I guess I've seen growth everywhere. Starting outside the ring. I mean, I've always been disciplined, always been consistent, but yeah, just getting through hardships and stuff like that. Also inside the ring. I'll say my like ring control, just being more aware of situations on the fly, like adapting on the fly. I could say been from 100 to zero from the first conversation to the last one. I feel like I really evolved.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, let's talk about your experience at the USA Muaythai Grand Nationals earlier this month. You made it to the finals and competed against Darius Sheffield, and you won by first round TKO.
Yeah.
Talk to me about your experience, not only in that fight but in the overall experience of the event.
Yeah, if I had to start with the experience, it was really professional. You had to get a little adjusted because I'm from the West Coast. It was on the East Coast, so first like the weigh-ins was like 6 o'clock, so it was quite an adjustment. But besides that, everything was really professional. Everybody was nice. They answered all the questions I had to ask. In terms of my opponent, he was also respectful at the beginning, also at the end. So much respect to him. If I had to run through the competition itself, just trying to he's southpaw, so just sticking to like the basic tactics, just work the right body kick, trying to move around a little bit. I saw when he blocks, he was bringing his hand like slightly below every time I threw a body kick, so I just threw one up top just to see what happens, and yeah, that was the shot that kind of sealed the fate of the match.
Absolutely. Well, looking ahead, like I mentioned earlier, you're competing at the IFMA World Championships in about a month in Greece. What does it mean to you to be representing USA Muay Thai and the USA in general on the world stage, competing internationally?
Yeah, it means a lot. In my opinion, it doesn't get no better than this. So I feel really blessed to just be in this position, especially how fast it took me to get here. I feel really blessed. Words can't explain.
Yeah, absolutely. So, without giving away any critical details or anything, can you tell us some things that you've been working on since earlier this month at the Grand Nationals, and what you're working on improving between now and when you go out to Greece, whether that's in the ring, out of the ring? What are you working on to improve yourself between now and then?
I'll say outside the ring, kind of the same. Like my job, like my field of work. I'm a personal trainer. I'm a coach at the same gym I train at. So I feel like it's a good environment. I'm focused on the game. In terms of training wise, usually been the same thing. I usually try to focus on my conditioning. I've been adding a little bit more strength and conditioning, just because I want to be stronger for the upcoming matches. So I've been upping my strength and conditioning for the most part. But besides that, just working on timing, just a lot of drills, just trying to get prepared, trying to work on my clinch a little bit more.
Yeah. So then, Looking ahead, what are some goals? I don't want to look too far ahead past the IFMA World
Yeah.
Championships, but let's say 5 years down the line, where do you see yourself being in the sport?
I see myself being a professional athlete in 5 years from now. You know, God forbid, no injuries are to happen, but see myself having some belts, just being a successful career. Just I vision nothing but success. I feel like I work too hard to let myself down. Like I said, besides injuries and stuff like that, I feel like I work too hard. Um, you know, I see nothing but success.
Yeah.
Most humble way
Um,
possible.
yeah. So let's just dive into some really rapid fire questions, so people can get to know you a little bit better, both inside and outside of the ring.
Yeah.
So we'll start off by asking, what is your favorite striking technique?
I guess film doesn't lie. I guess the right cross.
That's fair enough.
To keep it simple, like just broad, just technique. I'll probably just say the right cross. Just pretty much on most of my highlights.
What is your favorite memory so far in your Muay Thai career?
Muay Thai career, I could say was one of the promotions locally in California, WCK. I was going against an opponent from Atlanta. Obviously, you got the same like butterflies and stuff like that, but I feel like the moment because I got a knockout that night too. I could just say the energy, especially was in like the town that I trained at too, was in Long Beach, so that's where I train at. And that's where I live now. I'd say the energy was just when I got the finish that night, it was just crazy. So I'll
Yeah,
say
that's awesome.
yeah, that was a moment I can't forget for a long time.
Yeah. So your favorite either book or favorite movie?
That's a good question. Say my favorite movie. I got a few, but if I had to say right now, being in the sport related, I'll probably say Love and Basketball.
All right. um, your favorite Muay Thai athlete, and then your favorite non-combat sports athlete.
Favorite Muay Thai athlete. I'm not really good with just saying like athletes in general. Like when it comes to favorites, I just watched so many. But if I had to say, I don't know. I have to sit back and think about that. If I had to start with just like all around athlete that's not connected with Muay Thai, um, yeah, it sounds kind of I'll probably say Kobe just to say in general. I'm trying to think. You kind of got me with the Muay Thai one. I watch a lot, but I'm trying to see one that kind of like caters.
Is there somebody, maybe this will be easier. Is there somebody that um you would, maybe someone that you would dream of training with, like maybe your top person that you'd want to train with down the line or something like that?
I'm trying to. It kind of got me with that one. I'm really trying to think top of my head. I'm trying to think something boxing. I guess what's this? Sheesh, you got me with that one. I can't think right now.
Let's open it up to all combat sports then, not just Muay Thai. Who is there anybody in the overall sort of combat sports world? Would that make make it easier? Or
I guess it'd make it easier, but I guess if I had to say a name, just probably like Mike Tyson. I'm not really
okay,
like I watch the sport a lot, but I never really have like a favorite, if that
so you
makes
mentioned
sense.
Mike Tyson. How do you feel about the Mike Tyson Jake Paul? Uh,
Yeah, I don't really like that. Like that
yeah,
coming
no,
down. I don't. Yeah, I feel like he's a little bit past his age. I feel like just Jake Paul trying to take advantage. But it's a crazy sport. Like combat sports is a crazy sport, so you never know what can happen. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't. I feel like it's kind of disrespectful to boxing if you ask me, just for that
yeah,
match.
no, I agree. Kind of makes kind of makes me cringe, but
Yeah.
that's kind of Jake Paul's whole thing. But anyway, let's move back to this. But so let's say after you win or something like that, what is your go-to maybe celebration meal, or your meal where you want to treat yourself?
Yeah, one thing I for sure eat. I don't know. I usually just kind of crave like food on the fly, and then I was just like I kind of get set on it. So if I had to say one right now, it's not. It always changes, but one I can think of right now when I come back, probably like Fat Sal's. There's a place out here called Fat Sal's. It's like a deli place, so
Mm,
probably like a
okay.
deli sandwich when I get
I can
back.
always go for a good Reuben,
Yeah,
which is good at those sort of New York delis and stuff like that. And I just, yeah, I went to Katz's my only time I went to New York, and that's probably the best sandwich I've ever had. So I definitely understand where you're coming from with that. Um, let's see. So, what advice would you give to either yourself as you were just starting into Muay Thai, or maybe just someone in general that is looking to get started in Muay Thai?
Probably like no matter like where you start or where you finish, always keep working hard. You might not see the vision like in the moment, but the vision will always unfold within hard work and consistency. Always stay consistent, discipline. Whether you see a good result in the moment or you see a bad one, everything's gonna happen for a reason.
And then, lastly, what message do you want to leave to the USA Muay Thai fans and anyone watching this video?
The message I want to lay is I'm gonna give it my all and just believe. I don't know if you've seen a fight before, but I'm gonna make sure I leave a show and make sure something to remember when I go to Greece.
Absolutely. So before I let you go, I'm going to give you the floor for three things. One, I'm going to give you the floor to shout out anybody that you want to shout out, coaches, friends, family, anything like that. Two, if you're doing some type of support, like a fundraiser or event or something like that, let us know how we can be supporting you. And three, how can people follow you on social media?
Okay. Yeah. I want to thank my family, teammates, also the members of the gym. Without them, I honestly wouldn't be in this position. I want to thank my girlfriend for always being here for me. Two, for like, I haven't really thought of any fundraising so far, but I always take like sponsorships. So if anybody is more generous to like help me, like sponsor me for this upcoming journey, that'll be much appreciated. I'm still thinking on what I'm going to do for fundraising. Probably like a small like seminar for donations for the upcoming tournament. My Instagram handle is mbn period can. And yeah, that's pretty much what I use for the most part.
Out of curiosity, what does the MBN stand for?
Uh, it's kind of embarrassing. I don't even remember. It was like high school.
Okay. Yeah, I have some embarrassing uh
Yeah.
things from high school as well. I used to have a
I've been thinking
weird.
about changing it, but I mean, I try to change it to just Cam, but it's always taken. So
Yeah. Yeah. Well, this has been Cam Spencer. You can catch him competing at the IFMA World Championships in about a month in the 91 kilo category. Cam, thank you so much for your time. We look forward to
thank you.
supporting you and cheering you on as you compete and represent USA Muay Thai across the world. Cam, thank you so much for your time.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.
All right.